Yo, people, what's going on? Back again, another episode. Footy Talk. Matisse, what you telling me, bro?
All good, man. All good. I'm all good. Just getting through the rest of this summer, man. Hay fever's looking like it's going to kick in, but it is what it is.
Nah, I hear that, bruv. You know what I mean? That's something I do not struggle with, blood. So I'm lucky in it, bruv. Man, don't do the hay fever thing, fam.
It's all mad. It's all mad. And also, obviously, I mean, I don't know what kind of breaking news has been happening today, but obviously, from a Chelsea perspective, we've been looking at players. It looks like there could be a deal done at last. And obviously, I don't know if I've even spoken to you since the Sancho announcement finally was made as well, isn't it? And Varane. I don't think I have. Yeah, so a lot's actually happened since we last spoke. So there's actually a lot going on.
100. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, Jack Grealish is going to Man City. Like I told you, man, Grealish to City by the end of the week. And guess what? Today is the end of the week. You know that? So
mad.
There it goes. There's no way they're turning down 100 M's. The deal's done, mate.
That's
when
insane.
You go in with your first offer of 100 million, the deal was done behind closed doors, innit? And they agreed that 100 million was what it was going to take. And he's worth every penny of that. If Maguire is going for 85, Jack Grealish is worth 185. So 100 million for Jack Grealish is a good deal, innit? So,
but does this stop them from getting Kane? That's the real situation, because I
don't think it does, because I think City are going to sell players as well. I think there'll be outgoings. There's rumors of Bernardo leaving. There's rumors of Sterling leaving. There's rumors of a few man leaving, bro. And I reckon they're going to get rid of one or two players.
Because do you know what it is with Grealish? Is that obviously you think about him, he's got to really operate on the left.
No, but he'll play in the 8 at Man City, I think. I think he'll play midfield.
I think he'll play him in the 8, on the left side of the 8, maybe.
I think he'll play centrally.
Because I was thinking with the tournament Sterling had in the Euros, that maybe potentially that might, convince them that, Sterling looked like he was playing like as if he had got linked to Tottenham and wanted to stay at City. Do you know what I mean? That's the way he was playing in the Euros. I thought that might just tempt them to start thinking about playing him, this season, because Sterling is one of them guys. If you look at his statistics, he's always got that great season, not great season, great season, not so. It's kind of his great season. It's meant to be anyway. But yeah,
he had a good Euros as well.
Yeah, he looked like he was playing his life. He was playing for his heart out, because he knew he was getting linked away. He knew he was getting, he's
linked
in the shop
Spurs window. And that, and he thought, hold on, yo, I'm not that good. You know that one. He was thinking, allow me, innit?
Literally, that's exactly where I think the logic came from with them performances he was dropping. So, but yeah, I mean, Grealish shoots that team down to the ground, man. Honestly, the creative stats that he's been putting up in terms of how many chances he's created in that Villa team season, I think 2 seasons in the spin now. He's going to go in that City team and wreak havoc.
You know what kills me about the Grealish thing is, bro, man's been on the Grealish train from early, innit? And the amount of disrespect I've seen this guy get. And watch when he goes to Man City now, everyone's going to be on his bum. Like, they didn't realize he was already a good footballer, bro. Like, that's what's so funny about this whole thing, because if you, man, think Grealish is good now, wait till he's actually playing with good players. Wait till he's actually playing with good players, because what people don't understand is that you're most of the time you're only as good as what's around you, innit? So if he looks good at Aston Villa, watch what he's going to be doing at Man City when he's got the runners moving around him. He's got more options as well, bro, because the way City play, there's always 2 or 3 passing options at a time, yeah. And the thing is, he doesn't need any of them. He can go by himself. So he's going to have decoys all around. Do you know what I mean? He's going to be dangerous, man. Like, he's going to be dangerous.
He's getting double teamed up on when it came to Villa, because he was their best player. When you look at Man City, there's so many threats. You got Mahrez on the right. If he's on form, Foden or whoever they decide to put over there, he's going to have more space, you'd assume, in that City team, because he's not going to be the focal point. They've still got De Bruyne. They've got other players that opposition needs to watch. At Villa, he was the main man, and it was so obvious. So, it's like when remember when Andros Townsend did that freak season at Tottenham, and he was just, and then by some people clocked it, and it was like, right, you're going to double team you up now with 2 men and mark you out of the game. And then he couldn't get past that, because when you're a top player at a team that's, not a top team, you do tend to get teamed up on.
Yeah, absolutely, because they know that you're the only or the primary threat against Man City. You can't afford to man mark players because they've got too many weapons, innit? And that's why he will thrive, bro. Do you know what I mean? Even United last season, if you're smart, you just man mark Bruno, yeah, and United are done. You know what I'm saying? Because he was really their only goal threat, yeah. Before Pogba came back, he was their only so-called creative outlet, and he wasn't even creative. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like if you man marked him and made sure he had a shit game, more often than not, United were toast in it. And I think at a smaller team you can do that. At Man City, you can't afford to be man marking Jack Grealish and then have to deal with everyone else getting a free ride. Do you know what I mean? So I think that you're going to see a madness from Jack Grealish. I think you're going to see top 3 best players in the Premier League next season.
I don't even think this team needs Kane, you know. Like, obviously Kane is a massive bonus because, you know, he's a great finisher. He's gonna put away the chances that they create. But this team could be so fluid without him, right? And you got Grealish and you got Foden, you got Mahrez and De Bruyne, and Pep loves it when his forwards can all interchange, can all work hard off the ball, but can all take up different positions and keep the opposition guessing. And then it's very difficult for defenders to mark them because they can all kind of take up that false 9 role. They can all drop into that 8 role that you said. Someone just put up a great comment there about Foden playing on that left-hand side of the 8 and Grealish and potentially them two interchanging. And we know De Bruyne can interchange as well. So without a focal point, they could be very dangerous because who do you pick up and how do you even mark? And they're all very intelligent. And we know Pep systems always create loads of high quality chances anyway. So you don't necessarily need a top finisher. I think when you've got
you don't.
Yeah, when you've got like a Mourinho who doesn't create high quality chances and he's gonna park it and he's gonna, you know, hit you on the break, then you do need a gunman. But when you're City and you're creating the amount of chances they do, I could see Grealish getting, you know, easily double digits in the
Premier League. He will get double
with goals and assists.
I reckon Grealish will get both. I think I can expect Grealish to get 10 goals and 10 assists this season at Man City. Absolutely, bro. The amount of overloads that they create in the box. And the thing is, Grealish, his shooting is very underrated. His passing is very underrated. I mean, people just think of Grealish as our ball carrier, wins fouls and that, but Grealish is technically so good, man. You know what I mean? So when you see him at Man City in a team that monopolizes the ball as well, oh my Lord, you're going to understand just how good this guy is.
More touches.
Yeah. Bro, he already has loads of touches, but now he's going to have more. That means he's going to be able to influence the game more. And you're going to see just how good he is, man. You're going to see just how good he is. Like, I'm excited to actually see him in a City shirt from a neutral point of view, but I'm not excited from obviously a United point of view because he just takes City further away from us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just what it is, bro. And for that, to answer that question, is Grealish better than Sancho? Absolutely, he is. He's older than him. He's more experienced than him as well. Maybe not at the highest level in terms of Champions League, but he's just better, isn't it? He's older. Like Grealish has established himself, and Grealish knows what he is. I think Sancho's still developing as a player and still, I wouldn't say realizing who he is, but he's still kind of growing into himself. Do you know what I mean? I think Grealish is in his final form now, isn't it? And Sancho's not at his final form. I think Sancho's still got levels to go up. And when they talk about Grealish's work rate, again, that's a myth. And goal contributions, those numbers will go up in a team where he's monopolizing possession and getting more touches. So I think that a lot of people are going to owe him a lot of apologies, Grealish. And I think now Grealish is at Man City, Southgate has to play him.
No, I mean, if he does, I mean, he's at a big club now, right? So that should fall into his hands. Someone in the comments was saying about Tottenham creating chances. Tottenham, even with Kane getting the most assists, and obviously he's a chance creator for them because he's a playmaker, he drops deep. Tottenham created 64 chances, which is just one more than Watford in 8th. Man City created 101 chances. So when I'm talking about chances created, I'm not talking about like Kane, because Kane probably created half of those minimum. He's like 50% of their efficiency. So now I'm talking about Man City as a team. Their balance of their team in terms of creating chances is just better. Not that Kane can't create chances. Kane's created most of those chances, probably, maybe half of them, because I didn't see any other creative outlet in their team, really. Son was a runner, and the midfield doesn't create that much. There's not really any playmakers in there, and Jose Mourinho doesn't set his team up to do that. But at City, everybody creates. Everybody creates things. It's Foden, it's going to be Grealish, it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne's always up there as well. Mahrez. There's just so many options. So just in terms of the system he's going into, Grealish, he's going to be in a high volume chance creation system. I wouldn't call Tottenham that. I'm actually surprised Tottenham are even as high as that.
Well, Tottenham's efficiency was very much down to Harry Kane. And that's why I said that because loads of Tottenham fans and other people were saying, "Oh, like Jose's getting the best out of Harry Kane." I said, "Listen, Harry Kane's performing in spite of Jose, not because of him." Do you know what I mean? Stop giving Jose credit for what Kane's doing. Kane's doing it, yeah, because Kane's just a quality player. Jose wasn't making Kane better. He was actually stifling, man. But because Kane was quality, he was still making the most of it, bro. And that's just what it was. You can't tell me that Harry Kane prefers to be in a team that doesn't keep the ball well and doesn't create a lot of chances. Like, he doesn't prefer that. Like, call him whatever you want, but Harry Kane's still a goal scorer. He's still a finisher. He would still rather be putting the ball in the net than playing through balls for Heung-min Son. You get me? So I'm not really trying to say that. I'm not really trying to have that. So
do you think there might be an issue with him dropping deep though, like how he did for England? Because he's not going to need to do that at City, is he? Really, with the players that they've got,
he won't need to do that, and I don't think he will.
Because he looks like a brother who's so used to it now.
Yeah, but bruv, the thing is with City, you know what it is? Because they've got I don't know, bruv.
They've got a lot of creators. It's like
because they've got so many creators, he might. I don't know. There's two ways it could go. It could be like they've got so many good players. I just want to be involved. Cool, and he just wants to get involved in it because he feels like he's missing out. Or he can be like, you know what? I trust these men to get the ball to me, so I'm gonna be patient and do the Alan Shearer thing. Yeah, and just wait in the box, innit? Like it just depends on what Pep wants him to do. If Pep wants him to get in there and link, he'll link. Yeah, and if Pep wants him to stay in the box, then he'll stay in the box, bro. Like I think he'll do what he's told because he just wants to win things, innit, bro? Like look at his career.
To be fair, when it comes to instructions, I think Pep and Southgate are not even in the same world. Do you know what I mean? Stratosphere. I mean, Pep literally got Henry to stay on the touchline on the left at Barcelona, and that was Thierry Henry. So if you can get Thierry Henry to do that, then telling Harry Kane to stay up front and not get involved in all the build-up and stay up there for the finishing, I think he'll listen. Southgate maybe didn't bother with that instruction.
100%. That my man said City have 4 midfielders that finish with double digits assists, and you think that Kane's not going to mash the place up?
Yeah, and whether it's down to personnel, like I said, I didn't say whether it's down to personnel or manager at Tottenham. I personally think it's a combination of both, because I don't think Mourinho really, it was really trying to be expansive or be that type of manager anyway in that system. So yeah, it will be a system where Kane doesn't need to do what he's doing at Tottenham. Same with England, but under a way better manager. So should be interesting. But Grealish is going to be fun to watch. I am, as a neutral, it's going to be fun. As someone who wants to win the Premier League, it's rough. It's a difficult one because he's only made them stronger now. Especially when you think about them winning it and Sterling wasn't a pivotal part of that. You're now bringing in an in-form for the last 2 seasons, Jack Grealish, who is very consistent, to be honest. Yeah, had a little injury, but is very consistent. Bringing him into that team, that's already Premier League champions by quite some distance. Yeah, it's a problem. It's a big problem for us.
It's a problem. Do you know what I mean? But one thing I would say, a goal scorer for Chelsea changes the whole dynamic. There's talk of the Koundé thing. They're saying that what's his name? Zuma doesn't want to go to Seville, apparently.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, we're at this point. I wish he would just go to Seville. Do you know what I mean? If that's what we need to get the deal done, but that's from me speaking from a selfish point of view. But even for his own career, I mean, the options for him on the table are West Ham and Seville. Now, West Ham are not pumped up with a load of money. Their owners don't seem to be the most ambitious. They're not exactly taking advantage of the position they've been given in the Europa League now, with a great season by David Moyes, who's really propelled that club higher than they should be. Declan Rice, they have never really offered him the money that he warrants on a new contract, even with not extended years, just to actually keep him there for maybe one more season, put him on more money. Don't extend the contract length, but you stop him from actually having to leave you while you're in Europe because of the wages he's on. They don't want to do that, which is what he wants. He doesn't want to extend like Grealish has done, like Zaha has done. And they're not particularly active in the transfer market. I speak to Corey on my London show every single week, and we don't get any West Ham news from him because there's nothing going on. So from Zuma's perspective, for your own career, yes, I get maybe you're comfortable in London, you're comfortable in the Premier League, and you don't want to leave, but cool, that's just personal. But from an actual career standpoint, Sevilla just won the Europa League. Sorry, they didn't just win the Europa League, but they're great at winning the Europa League. They've
Yeah.
got, they're a team that, they usually perform. They're usually in the Champions League, maybe get knocked down to Europa League, but they're in Europe consistently. West Ham are not probably going to be in Europe consistently at that level. And Sevilla play a back four, which suits Zuma as well. It's not like as if they're playing a back three. They're playing a back four. So West Ham, but he's always suited a back four a lot more than a back three as well, because there's less ball playing ability needed from him. So maybe he just doesn't want to uproot. But if you're talking about career and getting back into that France squad, which is what Koundé was in,
Yeah.
he wasn't. You need to go and play at a better team. So I would be picking Sevilla, because that French team is difficult enough to get into as it is, let alone going to play for West Ham, who don't even finance themselves.
Bro, that's a fact, It's true, because he didn't get into the last squad after being in the previous ones. That's got to be an eye-opener. That's got to be a wake-up call for him. So he might be looking at it saying, yo, I need regular football, bruv, because my place in that French squad is in jeopardy. And it is, because
huge. Yeah.
It's a mad thing, because I thought that the manager actually liked him. I don't know why, because I don't rate him. But Deschamps seem to kind of like him, bro. Like he's been in the previous squads for some time.
He didn't play loads of games for us towards the back end of the season, because we played a back three, and it was really mainly between Azpilicueta, Christensen, Thiago Silva, and Rudiger, because they're all better ball playing centre backs than him. And yourself, you're playing a back three, you need players that are good on the ball in a back three. You can't have anybody who's not, because you're losing a midfielder, and your build up players is even more important. So he was never really going to fit in, and that's why he doesn't fit into this team. You don't really want him in the middle, because his concentration and his positioning can be off at times, and that's just deadly in the middle of a back three. We saw it against Southampton when Minamino scored straight through him. And then on the right or the left, you need someone who's going to ball carry, and someone who can bring it up the field and dribble and pass through the lines. And he's not going to do that either. He's just an old school physical recovery defender, great at winning aerial duels, great recovery pace, scores from corners, and in the right system in a back four, which you don't need to have maybe all the ball, 50-50 possession, or maybe even counter-attack. Brilliant. Fantastic.
He's better off playing for the lesser teams, because he gets to actually defend instead of play football. Do you know what I mean? He's not a ball playing centre back. So if you're a possession-based team, you don't want him in it.
It's true, but
you just don't want him.
In the modern game, and if you want to play for France, this is where the point I'm going to make. If you want to play for France, you need to be good at those things. So maybe Sevilla in Spain in a technical league can coach you that. There's no point just giving up at 26 years old and saying, I'm never going to be able to do that, and just going and playing for West Ham. If you're going to do that, cool. But my point would be that this is why you actually need to go to Spain, because in the modern game, this is what they want from their centre-backs. And even if the manager at Sevilla can improve you just a little bit to get you up to where you need to be so you can get into a France squad, you need to look to improve that part of your game. You can't just jeopardize it and throw it away, because in the modern game, everybody wants that. And you can't give up at 26. If he was 30, then cool, bun it. But he's 26. He can still maybe get that, but it's not going to be easy, because he doesn't strike me as someone who's going to be able to do it.
100%. I mean, a man said Zuma scored 5 goals last season. Yeah, he's an aerial threat, bro. Like, no one's disputing that, but I think he's a very limited footballer. Very limited.
I mean, he's not the most technical footballer. He can switch play, give him time and space, he's cool. But I always judge players when they're under the press and when they're under pressure in tight spaces. That's when you know whether they can be a ball playing centre back or not. That's whether you know they can pass through the lines or not. All players at this level should be able to switch play and should be able to pass to their teammate with time. That should be a given. Otherwise, you shouldn't even be here. But if you can do that under the press in the Champions League, that's where we're talking now, the minor, because we saw it against Arsenal where he had a decision to make and he made the wrong one, went to Jorginho, goal, incident. So, Southampton, again, they're not many errors, but at the top level, these are the errors you don't make. So, yeah.
So, it'll be interesting. And the thing is, you got to realize in the modern game as well, it's all about profiles of players, isn't it? That's just all it is, bro. And the thing is, like, Zuma doesn't suit what the Chelsea manager's trying to do. Like, someone said, oh, why didn't Chelsea go in for Varane? Varane wasn't a priority for Chelsea because they were looking for a specific profile of defender, innit? Like, obviously, Tuchel's come in. He wants a ball player. Like, Varane's not that. Do you know what I mean? Varane's not a ball playing centre-back. He's decent on the ball, but only decent, innit? And obviously, he's looking for someone that's probably better on the ball, carries the ball better. And that's why they're looking at Koundé, because Koundé, for what he lacks in what Zuma has, he brings like ability on the ball.
in
and that's
tenfold, yeah.
yeah, and that's exactly what he wants. And he can play right back as well.
Mm.
And I think he can play in the 6 as well. You know what I
But
mean? So
also, you look at Varane's age profile, and he's had a few injuries, which is obviously problematic. We don't need that. But
there's no resale value either.
there's no resale value, and his age profile, we don't need that either, because Rudiger's, I think, 28, Christensen's 25, and Thiago Silva's 36. So we don't really need a 28-year-old in that. We've got experience. What Azpilicueta is like, what, 32? So we don't need that. We need a young defender to come through the ranks and take over when these kind of players are dusted.
True.
So that's another reason as well. The age profile don't make no sense for us. There's absolutely no need to be spending money on a 28-year-old when you can get a 22-year-old. And Koundé, I'm excited about Koundé because I think the back three suits him even better than the back four. I know he played back four at Sevilla,
I think so.
but I think back three in the Premier League suits him down to the ground because yes, everybody talks about his height, but his aerial success rate in La Liga is nothing to be ashamed of. It's actually quite good. I think it's around the 60-something%. He's got a great leap on him. And I've been saying for time, just because you're tall, it doesn't mean you're good at heading. And just because you're short, it doesn't mean you can't take care of yourself in the air. If you've got a good leap, you've got good timing, you've got good technique, these things can bring you up those percentages to match up. Look at Cannavaro, look at Puyol, look at all these players that were like 5'10" and they didn't get mugged off. They're world-class players. So as long as you've got the aspects of your game sorted and intelligence to make up for the lack of height, then it's not a problem. And we've had 5'10" Azpilicueta at right side centre back as well. And yeah, I don't think it's going to be a major issue, man. I've got Abraham in a friendly 6'4" missing headers. It's like it doesn't matter about your height. Trust.
It's true.
I remember we couldn't even defend set pieces under Lampard. We had, I think, Loftus-Cheek on the pitch, Barkley on the pitch, Abraham on the pitch. They're all 6 foot plus. And we couldn't defend set pieces. So
yeah, height doesn't equal heading ability or even willingness to win headers, bro. Like most of the time, the guy that wins the header is the guy that wants it more. It's not necessarily the tallest guy. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm see man get jumped. I see flipping. I think Lindelof got out jumped by like flipping Jordan Ayew or something, bro. And he's about 5'7" or something. Like, bro, it just doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter, man. It's who wants it more in the air, innit? So
yeah,
that the height thing, I think the height thing matters even less in a back three, innit? And that's why I think that he suits the profile because it's a back three.
Yeah,
if there's a back four, nah. That's why I didn't want him at Man United in a back four because I don't trust him in a back four in the Premier League. But in the three,
fair enough.
I think that profile wise, he's exactly what Chelsea needs still.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. You know, if it was back four, he's, you know, it would be a risk. It would be a risk because you don't know how he's going to adapt to the Premier League. He might get found out. You never know. It could go either way, touch and go. But in a back three, you're covered so well by others, and you know it's a completely different system. So yeah, I think it works nicely for him, and I prefer him in the back three because of his pluses. You know, if you've got someone that can carry the ball and that has probably the best dribbling success rate for a defender in La Liga, and you know all that kind of stuff. If you've got that kind of player, you want him in a back three so he can move forward. You can't move forward in a back two. You need a back three to have that license to go forward. So you know you wouldn't want to really hamper him like that anyway. You'd want to maximize on that. Yeah,
he almost looks like a number 6, bro. Like it's one of them ones like in his build, innit, and the way he kind of carries the ball, innit. He probably I wouldn't be surprised if he used to play in midfield and they kind of moved him back to centre back, innit. Because
some people are saying he could play DM, but I've never seen him play DM personally.
Yeah, so I've heard that as well, but I've never seen him play there. But I've heard that he's got the ability to play there, and it'd be similar to like Eric Dyer. Obviously not the level, but I'm talking about Eric Dyer. Same with Declan Rice as well. Like Declan Rice used to play centre back.
Marquinhos as well.
Now he plays in the 6. Yeah, Marquinhos can play in the 6 and that centre back as well. And even like man said as well. Same with what's his name? Fucking Ben White as well. You get me? Ball playing centre back. Could play in midfield. You know what I mean? It's one of them ones where I think that it's that mold of centre back that you're getting, and I don't think you're going to spend 50 million on him like what Arsenal spent. So,
yeah.
So I think he can be decent.
Ben White's he's a good young player. He's got potential, but he's definitely overpriced. And the only concern I have with him is, listen, if they had an experienced defender next to him, then I'll be like, cool, I understand it because he's young and he can learn off the experienced guy. But because Gabriel's quite young as well, it's going to be interesting to see how they, like, it's all good to having a great young centre-back and another great young centre-back, but can they work together? Because that's what it's all about. If you can't work together, then you both can look like clowns, even though you're both very good players. It's all about the actual, unit. It's not about individualism in defense. You can't defend on your own and have defenders around you that you can't communicate with. You can't understand what they're doing, and you're not in sync. That's where my only concern comes with Ben White is will they have that? Because you've got a lot of inexperience now. You've got Arteta, the manager, who's inexperienced, and you've got two very young defenders playing next to each other. An awful right back in Bellerin. You haven't sorted that issue out. So if you're playing Ben White on the right with that right foot of his, great ball playing centre back, but you've got a shit right back next to him, so that's even worse. Could make him even more exposed. Left hand side's lovely with Tierney. Tierney's a great player, just needs to stay fit, and Gabriel's got him over there, so that's actually not the worst. But you could be shafting Ben White over there with Bellerin if you don't get a proper right back. And can Gabriel speak English? I don't know.
Probably not well.
So this is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the individual is a very good player.
It's the balance,
great at Leeds. It's the balance. I don't know. I just think personally, if I was Arsenal, for the money they spent, I probably would have just gone for someone more experienced who could have.
Yeah, because I feel like with Ben White, he needs to be the kind of player that's going to come in and take control of the defense, innit? Because you can't leave it to Gabriel, innit?
No.
Like, he has to be the guy to come in and basically do the captain's job and be like, you know what? I'm going to sort out this defense. Like, I'm in charge kind of thing, whatever. It's a lot of responsibility for someone that ain't really done anything really in the game yet. Do you know what I mean? And it's a lot of money. It's a lot of pressure because whether you like it or not, even though Arsenal don't finish in the position of a big club, there's still going to be a lot of pressure on any player that goes there. So I think that the fans, for the 50 million, they're going to expect him to hit the ground running and almost have an immediate impact in the defense in terms of solidifying it. And I don't know if it's realistic here to expect him to come in and have that immediate impact.
I don't think Arsenal have ever spent 50 million on a centre-back before. Not that I've known. Yeah. So they're going to expect things from him immediately. And when I should not have said no leaders, because Tierney on the big six, Tierney is a leader. But I've never seen a left-back lead a defence before. You just don't have that visual. You don't have that.
It just doesn't really happen. It just doesn't really happen.
It don't work. I played left back at Sunday League. You can't lead a defense from left back. You don't have that advantage of seeing the whole picture.
You're closer to your fucking manager than you are to the rest of the team, innit? Like.
So when I said they don't have any leaders at the back, I know Tierney's a leader, but you don't have a leader at the back where you need it, which is at centre back or goalkeeper. And again, the goalkeeper position is atrocious right now. So when I'm saying that Ben White for me doesn't really do it for me, because I would think someone experienced who's just going to come in there, and maybe you can't shop in that level of market, and that's why I'm making my mistake, because the guy that I'm talking about, maybe you can't really attain, but you need that person that just comes and cleans that whole shit up there. Do you know what I mean? Someone that can even make Bellerin look good at that point. That's how good he is. Maybe you're not, to be honest, probably not shopping in that market, to be honest. So it's not possible, but yeah, it's going to be difficult for Ben White, man. I think everybody who just thinks he's going to come in and just solve all their problems, when you've got that goalkeeper, that right back, and then we don't know about the centre back combination, because I think someone just said Gabriel's injured. I don't know if that's true, but if he is, then who comes in? Is it Holding? Is it Chambers? Who the hell? I mean, come on, you're almost setting up Ben White to fail with those options. So something's got to change there.
100%. I see everyone getting onto Virgil in the comments, bro. You saw what happened to him, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Do you know, I'm not even really going to get onto him, because before the injury, he made a lot of mistakes as well. Let's not forget they got piped by Villa before he was injured. So it wasn't
they conceded 7 to Villa with him playing?
Yeah. So he was having a rough time before the injury. But yeah, he got murdered last night. Like, it was peak. Do you know what I mean? Like, proper, just skinned. And I think he was trying to like jockey the striker, and it didn't work. Do you know what I mean? He's like, you're not
absolutely roasted, but you know what it is,
It's only pre-season.
In football, you can get bodied anyway, bro. Like, you don't have to be shit to get bodied. The one thing I would say is, it's pre-season. The brother has not played football in so long, that you can't just write my man's whole season off because he got skinned, bro. Defenders get skinned all the time, bro. Like, the reason why you never saw him getting skinned as much, was because Liverpool were more dominant. So because of that, he had less defending to do, especially one-on-one. But there's been many times where I've seen Virgil get skinned, bro. Like, many times, bro. That doesn't make him less of a defender. It's just that he got caught in 8K yesterday, blood. Obviously, because he just came back. Everyone was gassing the thing, innit? And
everybody was watching it. I was streaming. Everyone's like, talk about VVD. I was like, man, what did he do? Because it was just a friendly. And I seen the clip and I was like, all right, cool. He got, like this man said, spun like a blade. But it's not really that deep, do you know what I mean? Like, let's be real. I think we're trying to make a lot out of it, but it was just a friendly. If he's to get spun now in the Prem, 5 weeks on the trot, then we can start talking. Because I'm not gonna lie, I know where this stems from. Because Liverpool fans, they spoke about him in Vidic and John Terry and them level centre-backs terms. And I love Virgil van Dijk, but he's only been really kicking ball at the top level from what, 25 upwards? He was at Celtic, did his thing. Southampton.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call Celtic and Southampton the top level.
Yeah, exactly. They're not the top level.
It's Liverpool. Yeah, I'm saying, if you're not playing for a top 6 team, it ain't the top level, bro. Because John Terry was a teenager playing for Chelsea.
This is what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Rio Ferdinand was at West Ham, Leeds, and Man United in the Premier League. You know them ones. So the thing is different, bro.
They've compared them to centre-backs that were doing their thing from
a young
20
age.
All the way through their career to the top. And they were consistent throughout the top level the whole time.
They were at the top level for their whole career as well.
And they've just come in and said Virgil van Dijk's the best centre-back to ever grace the Prem. So that's why he's catching these strays for no reason. I'm not going to get involved though, because I never even listened to them in the beginning. Do you know what I mean? If I see something stupid like that, I just keep it moving. Just leave the player to do his thing. So he's a great player, man. He's not gonna keep getting spun, I don't think, all season. But we'll see. How he recovers from that injury will be interesting because it is a massive injury that he took. That could ruin
a crazy injury, bro. Like, I predicted that he wouldn't be the same after, but honestly, even if he's not the same, and even if he's 10% worse, he's still the best centre back in the league when he's up and running. But he's not fit. Do you know what I mean? The geezer hasn't played football in ages. Do you know what I'm saying? So because he hasn't played in ages, it's like, if anything, he got spun because he's rusty. He didn't get spun, because he's done because of the knee injury. The guy ain't played football in ages, bro. Like, it's to be expected, bro.
Yeah, it's true. He's still getting his angles right and everything. He's not even. That's
what I mean. He's getting up to the pace of the game. And the thing is, you got to realize in pre-season, when Liverpool play these teams, it's their FA Cup final.
Yeah, it's true. They're trying their heart out. This is their opportunity to get scouted.
For Liverpool, it's like, it's just a run out. To them, it's like, fuck, Liverpool are in town.
100%. This is their opportunity. All eyes are on them because everybody's watching Virgil. But at the same time, while you're watching Virgil, you might pick yourself up a nice little striker, or at least someone's going to be on the radar after a game like that. So, yeah, it's their whole night out. It's the dog's bollocks for them, as they say. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it's like, for me, I can't even force myself to read too much into one individual error. Just because I have an agenda. I wanna have an agenda against Liverpool. Like, since even Rafa Benitez left, it's not even that deep for me anymore, to be honest. It's just back then. It was peak.
The man said, did you see Robertson? What happened to Robertson?
I don't know what happened to Robertson, to be honest. I didn't even watch the game. I just seen the clip on Twitter because obviously, why would I be watching a Liverpool friendly? I got no business watching that. But yeah, Robertson, I don't know what's happened to Robertson. Maybe the comments can let us know. But yeah, I have no idea. But again, that's another player that's been consistent in the Prem. Probably their best defender last season. I wouldn't read too much in it.
Man said Virgil van Dijk.
See, it's cool for you lot, innit? You lot run this, innit? I could get clipped like, Virgil Grealish got spun, and then Liverpool fans will clip it and then take me to town in 3 months' time. So I'm not gonna do that. But you man in the comments, have fun, innit? Have fun.
Man said Van Dijk, bruv. That's funny, bro.
Virgil McNugget. Yeah, you man have fun, innit?
No, but I hear that.
Oh man.
But now,
was decent.
Virgil's still the best centre back in the Premier League.
Yeah,
he is. So
without doubt.
Until I can see that consistently he's washed up, I'm not going to slander him too much because I know, one, what that injury feels like, and two, the geezer's gone from playing no football to coming in at a high tempo game Them man were running their socks off, bro. It's Liverpool. It's Liverpool, like. Literally, at any level, man are playing Liverpool, and literally these man never slept the night before.
Red Bull, everything.
They didn't sleep the night before, bro. They're like, right, we're playing Liverpool tomorrow. Now, honestly, that's what it's like.
You get your red panties on, it's a day out, as McGregor would say.
Massive day out. So because of that, come on, bro. Now, I mean, that's what it is. It's super reactionary. You got to understand that the league don't start for another, 2 weeks? And then on top of that, he just needs minutes, bro. Yeah. That's all he needs.
I think if he doesn't recover as well, I know it's because of the injury. Do you know what I mean? You can't go from 100. The level he was playing at and then dropping off massively. And it's not because it's going to be because of the injury. So I'm gonna give him that pass anyway, as I would for my own players. So if he doesn't perform this season, you already know what I'm going to be saying. It's going to be because of the injury. That's the only thing logically that I can talk that I can put it down on.
Yeah,
not that he fluked it for 3-4 years and now he's at his level again. No.
Yeah,
as much as I know a lot of Man United fans in the chat will want that, it's not going to come out of my mouth still.
Facts. And like what my man said, one ping from Van Dijk to Salah, yeah, the bruv is back on, fam.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
100% back on, bro, because this guy is so good on the ball. And that's where all the comparisons to all these other footballers are saying, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. On the ball, Van Dijk is probably one of the best midfielders centre-backs that we've seen in the Prem. For sure. Yeah. He might even be the best on the ball, yeah, but on the ball is only one part of defending, bro.
Yeah.
It's one part of being a football player. So when man are going on and rubbing out other people that have done the thing for a long time, it's a disrespect. But listen, the guy's cold, innit? Like, that's it. Listen, the guy got chopped in it. Man got the Hong Kong FOOTY chop, bruv. And you know what, yeah? Like, bruv, you love to see it, but I'm not writing him off based on a preseason game. That's like saying Andreas Pereira's here to stay now. He just done the mad thing. Banged one shot off the crossbar, and now man are saying, oh, yeah, he should be in the squad. Nah, he's still done at it.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. So we can't, in one breath, say, oh, yeah, preseason Pirlo, it's only preseason when it's fucking Pereira. But when it's Van Dijk, man are going to say, yeah, he's definitely done at it.
Yeah.
I think it's too reactionary, innit?
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. And we're not gonna appease to that, unfortunately, people.
No, we can't do that.
Can't do that anyway. You know what I mean? Liverpool fans will be on our asses. I'm not getting into no Twitter fights over something I don't even believe in.
Yeah, trust me.
If I'm gonna get clipped, it's gonna be something I'm on. It's gonna be something that I'm on arguing about, not something that I'm on for banter.
Trust me, bro. 100%. And yeah, it's funny. It's true though. Remember, them man was saying them man wanted Pickford to get arrested and that after the challenge, you know. These man were doing petitions saying man should go jail and that. Hey, Liverpool fans really. I'm
sure they said the same thing for Sergio Ramos as well in the Champions League final. It's these Liverpool fans don't play. Do you know what I mean? They want the highest sanctions for everything that happens for their players.
Yeah, it's true.
Points deduction, league cancelled if it's COVID and whatnot. It's just
everything. You get me, man. But when their players are being racist, them man are wearing t-shirts. It gets like
exactly.
That,
Suarez and whatnot.
Nah, it gets like that, bro. You know, like that. But Chelsea, man, are getting linked with Lukaku now as well. Like,
that's not gonna happen. Yeah, it's done.
I just think that it's just fans knowing that you need a striker, and they're getting worried about the Haaland deal. Yeah. So now they're just trying to link you with other strikers.
I was quite hopeful, but now that apparently it's come out that Lukaku and Chelsea actually spoke. Well, Chelsea tried to talk to him. He said, "No, I'm not playing with you in the media. It's not a joke. I'm staying at Inter. Like, I'm not playing a game. I'm staying at Inter." So now I really don't think he's actually leaving. Like, I've heard enough times that Lukaku wants to stay at Inter. I'm gonna believe it now. I thought it might be media frenzy trying to drive up the price or trying to play hardball, but if we bid, he might give in. Sounds like, nah, he wants to stay in. And to be fair, why wouldn't he? Just won the title, settled, banging in goals, respected.
But they got Pippo now, innit?
Yeah. And I just think, once again, it comes down to one basic thing. He's not Chelsea's first choice, and he knows that. And I think the last time we tried to go for him, he also, board-wise, Conte loved him, wanted him, but our board wasn't so keen, and he felt that. And I think Lukaku's a guy who goes off energy and who goes off.
Yeah, he needs to be loved, innit? Yeah,
he needs to be loved. And if he thinks for a second, like Inter Milan and Conte wanted Lukaku, hell bent over for him, like literally, please to God, you are.
He was the
guy.
First choice, and Conte wanted him at Chelsea, so he knew already that this manager loves me, innit?
Yeah, but Chelsea, they've always been very iffy with Lukaku. Like he's on the list, but he's not first. And if you're not first, if Lukaku's not at the top of your list, he's not coming right now because he's not on that. He wants to be
as much as he's loved in Italy, Conte's not there no more.
Yeah, exactly. I was hoping that would sway things a little bit, but it clearly hasn't. Do you know what I mean? It clearly hasn't. So I think it all comes down to, once again, he's not top of our list. He knows he's not top of our list, and he's not coming to be nobody's second choice, nobody's sideman. Do you know what I mean? He's not on it. So he'll just stay there. Which is a shame, because it means that we really have to get Haaland done. Like, we ain't got no saving grace. If we don't get this deal done, I've heard people talk about the striker at Fiorentina, the young guy. Can't remember his name, but I think he's Serbian or from Eastern Europe somewhere. But again, he's young, man. It's a lot of pressure to put on. I know he's had a good season at Fiorentina and he looks like a beast, and he's also left-footed and whatnot, maybe. But yeah, it's a bit risky going for someone 21-something years old, 22.
Yeah, that's never going to happen. Roman has had enough heartbreak from signing strikers. He ain't about to go and sign some prospect, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He wants like a proper certified gunman, innit?
Yeah. And I haven't watched Vlahovic, so I don't know how good he is. I've only heard great things. And he from, if you look at comps, he looks cool. Left-footed, pleasing on the eye. But we've got a lot of already inconsistent young forwards at our club. So to add another one who's going to have to adapt to the league and new culture, I don't know if he speaks English. These things are very important as well. Or if there's players at the club that speak the same language as him, these things are all very important with the settling in the new country. Because if you don't settle and your personal life ain't sorted, you can forget about playing football. It's not happening. So these are all the things you've got to take into account. I don't know about his personality and the way he operates as well. So there's a lot of things that I don't know about him to be vouching for him. But Haaland, we know his mentality. He's Norwegian, speaks English too well, patterns up the press like there's no tomorrow.
No, I think he was born here, bruv. Like,
he's born here, exactly. And he's just got that mentality that screams Prem. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's why for me he's the outstanding candidate for the role.
That's it. And Simone, I thought it was Pippo, because I just heard they got Inzaghi, and I'm just like, Inzaghi, there's only one in it. Simone Inzaghi was always.
Yes, is that his brother, or is it just the same?
Yeah, it's his brother. It's his brother.
Okay,
man.
Cool. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, but I thought that it was Pippo they got, because I just heard they got Inzaghi in it, bro. But I'll definitely be watching more Serie A this season for sure. I'm gonna try and watch more football outside of the Prem this season, because why not, innit? You know them ones. Why not, bruv? So it'll be very interesting to see how they do as well, man. Because I'm not sure how experienced he is, bruv. So be interesting.
I think he had a good. I can't remember who was managing before. Maybe it was Lazio, because he was Lazio's striker when he was playing. So he had a good. I think he had a good season. Like, he seems to be up and coming, well rated in Italy. So for him to get that job, it should be interesting. I don't think he's definitely not a bum and he's just come out of nowhere. He's on the back of a good season, I think. I'm not sure if it was at Lazio, but this is an interesting comment. I mean, listen, PSG, they've put themselves under serious pressure to win that champs.
Yeah.
And they're always putting themselves under that pressure, but it's getting to that point now. When you bring in a serial Champions League winner like Sergio Ramos, you better be collecting it, because if you don't collect it with him now, I'm gonna have to just take it as your club is just not fit for the title. It's just not fit for it.
This is it, bro. And like this thing here, man said PSG have signed these man and are not done yet. Mbappe's not convinced, bro. Listen, Mbappe doesn't care about the project. Mbappe cares about his brand, innit? That's all he cares about. The guys that are advising Mbappe, they only care about his brand, bro. That's all they care about, blood. And guess what? Real Madrid's just more prestigious. From a brand point of view, it just looks better, innit? Even though PSG are a lot closer to winning the Champions League than Real Madrid, but he doesn't care, because Real Madrid's name just holds so much weight. It's literally a brand thing. That's all it is, bro. Like I said, they're trying to turn him into like baby Michael Jordan, bro. He's like the Drizzy of football. I told you, man, already. I told you already. It's just a branding thing with him. Do you know what I mean? And that's just what it is. Except, like I said, except Drake's actually talented. Mbappe's just a pace merchant. That's just all he is, bro. You know what I mean? He won the genetic lottery with his mum and dad. You know what I'm saying? Man got the Algerian.
He's of that. He's of that.
The
Michael
Algerian
Owen.
mum and the Af dad, brother. Man can blow in it. Like that's.
You don't think he's of that Michael Owen type breed?
Yeah, but Michael Owen was a better footballer than him, though. Like Michael Owen was actually technical. And Mbappe, like man, does like them 50 mile an hour wide step overs, bro. You know, like when you see the lorries going round the roundabout and they go out extra wide and that. Have you seen Mbappe step overs, blood? Like, bro,
I've seen the meme of the JD bag and everything. Yeah,
bro, the ball's not even under control when he does a step over. Man's doing a step over reaching and that, bro. It's all mad, bro. Mbappe's just pace, bro. That's all he is, bro. He's literally just a fast forward baller, bro. That's just all he is. And literally, man got the skin fade and that and the Jordans, and man are getting gassed, bro. Like he's washed in it. Like he's not good. He's rubbish, bro. He's rubbish.
He's not rubbish, bro. He's not rubbish.
He's rubbish, bro.
He's not rubbish, bro.
Honestly, he's rubbish. I don't care. It's one of them.
What do you mean rubbish though? What? Because he is playing at the top level. What do you mean?
He is, but I mean he's rubbish. I'm saying, yeah, if he never had, yeah, like absurd genetics, yeah. In France, he's probably playing in flipping League fucking 12 or something if it exists, blood. You know there was there. I don't even know what the third league is in France.
I don't know, man. I like his finishing. He's got some.
Bruv,
he's had some good. He's had
finishing,
some good.
Bruv. I know man that are playing amateur that can finish as well, bro. Finishing's only a single part of the game, bro. Like if you take this guy's pace away, bruv, he's useless, bro. Like legit. He's useless.
I think that's the case for most fast. I mean, there's not many fast players.
No, but there's not though.
If you take away most quick players' pace, they are in trouble because they're
but Mbappe's not quick. Pace. Yeah, he's lightning quick, bro. There's a difference between having a bit of pace and then there's being pace dependent. You know the ones like he's pace dependent, bro. Like everything about his game is pace, bro. 2 hamstring injuries, he's done, bro.
But what striker that has his so say what striker with his level of pace isn't dependent on their pace? Because
bruv, he's probably the quickest striker in the world, so that's not really
like Timo Werner. I know he's dependent on his pace. I'm not
if
surprised.
Timo Werner didn't have pace as well, yeah, bruv, yeah, he'd be a farmer. he would be a farmer. But I think technically Mbappe's better than Timo Werner. Exactly, and I think Werner's rubbish as well. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I'm consistent with it, bro. I think Werner's rubbish, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. Like a lot of these man, yeah, I don't rate them, bro. Like technically, yeah, like man have to rate footballers, yeah.
It's a bad example to be fair on my part.
Man have to rate footballers, yeah. Like my thing is, yeah, you see who's who and what's what, yeah. When these men are under pressure, innit? When these men are under pressure, that's when you see who the real ballers are, bro. If you give them acres of green and say, all right, go chase that football. It's not even fair, bro. It's genetics, innit? Like, what a man gonna beat Mbappe in a race? Of course I'm not. You know, like that. But come on, bro. That's all you got to your game, bro. Like, one man takes that weapon away from you, then what happens? Just put a low block in front of man. Put a low block in front of man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, like, even in here, like when the basketball fans were getting onto me when I was getting onto man like Giannis before he won his ring, yeah. It's just like, bro, build a wall in front of him. He's finished, innit? That's just what happens. But Phoenix didn't want to build the wall because their coach was too stubborn and they let him just run straight through. What happened.
How do you think he would fare in Prem?
Who? Mbappe?
Yeah.
It's a pace merchants league. I think you'll do great in the Premier League, bro. You've already got Werner there, you got Salah there, you got Rashford. You'll just be another one. You know what I mean? Like honestly, bro, like he belongs in the Premier League. The Premier League's full of players like that. Sterling.
Okay, so is
all
there
these
any
guys that are just all pace?
Is there any league he can't do his thing in then?
I wouldn't say that there's a league that he can't do his thing in because the way the modern game is shifting towards athletes and away from footballers, I think that he'll be fine anywhere anyway. But when you saw him in the World Cup for France, yeah, against teams that are very regimented and will stifle you, he looked shit, bro. You know, like that. He looks super shit, my guy. And that's just what it is because teams are more tactically astute, and at international football, teams are more likely to set up in a low block against you. And that's just what it is.
That's why I
bro.
mentioned. I mean, like if he was to go to like a Man City again, he probably would be fine again because he's got runners. Like he's got people to find him. He's a good. He runs off the ball. And I just think with the modern game, like it's hard to criticize him because he's kind of built for the modern game, innit? Like you can't really go wrong with Mbappe's genes. Like with how quick he is and the way that he can manipulate the ball because of his speed, and obviously he can do his 1-2-2 step over, which when you got that speed, that's a blessing that you can even do a step over, because I haven't really seen like Werner do a step over in his life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like it might not look good, it might not be the greatest, but it's not Ronaldo-esque, but it will do the job. And he's got a good touch. He's got enough where, do you know what I mean, where he's performing at the level he's performing. So I can't really get onto him because I think he's just, and also we never know. He's still young. He could still maybe develop his game and add things to his game. I think sometimes we forget how young and back. What is he, 22? I think it's calling him the French Walcott. This is now where it's just getting disrespectful.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I'm not gonna lie.
Walcott didn't do shit.
Hey, bruv, Walcott can finish though. Hey, bruv.
He can.
Theo Walcott can finish, bro. You see, Prime Walcott was dinking keepers and that. Don't sleep on Theo, you know. Man like Theodore, bruv. Respect the kid, you.
True. I
You
do
was doing
think
the
Arsenal
mad thing.
fans
You
got
went
to
World
him,
Cup
man.
at 16 and that, bro. Listen, Theo Walcott, bruv, he might just be, bruv. He might just be, blood. I swear down. A lot of similarities, blood. Light skin with a fade, bruv, and jet heels, cuz I'm telling you.
No,
bruv.
this is mad.
Walcott
This is mad
vibes,
disrespectful.
blood.
This is
Drip
mad disrespectful.
Walcott, blood. The drip Walcott, blood. He might just be, I swear. I swear
Lord.
down, bro.
Walcott could do his thing on his day, but there's levels to this, man.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, man should just playing running spikes, blood. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Lord.
And that's just what it is, bro. Like, Mbappe is very overrated, and he's overrated.
Do you think he's generational?
No. What maybe this shit generation, maybe, yeah, but no. Like, bro, honestly, yeah, in terms of like footballing ability, he's not on a Foden level. He's not on a Sancho level. He's not on a João Felix level. Like, he's not on a Pedri level. Like, there's bare young ballers that are just
putting Pedri up there already, yeah?
Pedri's better than, man, like, as a footballer, bro. Like, his understanding of the game is already, like, far clear of Mbappe's, bro. Like, Mbappe just looks like an excited puppy, bro. Like, ping me the ball, I'll chase it. Pogba just pinging him the ball into the corner flag, he's off.
And
like,
I want no part in this.
Not legit. Bro, like, that's what he is, bro. Bruv, that's what he is, bro.
I can't believe the level of...
are dead. Yeah, and I remember the Xabi Crow.
I know you didn't. I know how you like your ballers, innit? So I know like where he stacks up in terms of like the previous generations of ballers, like your Ronaldinho's, your Zidane's, your Ronaldo's. You know, I know he's not on that level technically. So I knew he wouldn't be your cup of tea. But I didn't think he was like Theo Walcott level ready to get on him.
Bro, even Xavi said it. Xavi said, yeah, that literally, yeah, all of his football. All of his best footballing characteristics they're not technical, bruv. Do you know what I mean? They're pace and power related. And that's what I mean. When you're defining footballers, you have to define them by their weapons. His greatest weapons are ones that he was born with, innit? And that's just what it is. You can't practice to be as quick as Mbappe, bro. And that's just what it is. And man can't say that Salah's not a pace merchant. Of course he is, bro. The man's literally chasing his first touch most of the time, bro. He dribbles like he's in fucking high heels, blood. I told you, man, already. Bruv, his touch is so baggy, blood. Oi, Mo Salah is ugly to watch, bruv. You watch that guy play, I swear you want to scratch your eyes out, blood.
In his best season, though, he had a couple little... Do you remember when he did a little dink in the box and he weaved through a couple, man?
Listen, that guy can do it,
1-2-2 chop.
That guy can do it, innit? Like, do you know what I mean? But you need spaces you could park a bus in, innit?
My job today to people is to stick up for pacey ballers, innit? Let's go.
No, literally, bro. You could park a bus in the space that Mo Salah needs to dribble through, innit? Like, that's just what it is, bro. Like,
do you know what
it is what it is.
Have you got anybody on any of your shows that is like pace and power, like love pace and power? Because I would love to see that.
I don't really know, you know.
Probably not.
I don't really
like you need to go up against someone that just loves pace and power, loves it. Like someone that like watches rugby and football at the same time.
No, but to be fair, you get certain man that rate Rashford and that. Like I know Cam's was the Rashford guy, innit? And it's just one of them ones where like it gets like that, bro. Like it gets like that. Some people like that. Some people like pace and that.
Because I know I do slightly side with the technical. I have my respect for my pace and power merchants, but I do slightly side with the technical. This is why I'm such a massive defender of Jorginho, because he's got no pace and power, like none. And he gets rinsed in the English game. So I know from the day that I was sticking up from him, which is the day dot that he got in through the club, I knew where my loyalties lied in it. I love Ronaldinho, I love all that kind of stuff. But you know, if you got your pace, you may as well use it in it. It's still a physical, it's still an athletics, it's still a physical sport in it. It's still
no, but you should use your pace. But what I'm saying is, there's ways to use it. There's ways to use your pace. Use your pace intelligently. Thierry Henry was the prime example. He used his pace intelligently. Not every time he got the ball did he kick it down the line and just try and run from man, because he understood, that football's played in the mind, innit? That's where football's played. You're meant to use your pace, to get the cutting edge in games, bruv. A lot of men using their pace to just run into parked cars, bruv. legit. I've seen it. I've seen Rashford do it. I've seen all these men do it, just run into fucking low blocks, bruv. Man build a wall and they just run straight into it like idiot. Know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean, bro. Like I see it all the time, and it's like, bro, if you've got no intelligence, your ceiling in football is still going to be very low, bruv. It'll be very, very low, innit? So it's one of them ones where, like they said, man were comparing Mbappe to CR7 and Messi and all these men and talking about...
This is where you've gone wrong. Yeah,
a man were talking about Ballon d'Ors and all that. He'll get a Ballon d'Or maybe because the Ballon d'Or is a popularity contest. But he's nowhere near the level.
Yeah. Don't even put him in the same breath as
like in modern day football, if Messi and Neymar and them man are like tier A players, he's a tier C footballer.
Yeah,
he's a tier C footballer.
That's why I would agree with you. When you talk about
he's even below. If you put tier B, if you say in tier B at the moment, you can put like, who would you put in like the B?
Are we talking about in this generation?
In this generation, in the B tier of footballer,
tier B in terms of tech.
Just being a footballer. If in tier A footballers, say if we say in the tier A is like the elite of the elite, like the top of the game, like the De Bruynes, the Pogbas, the Messis, the
Neymars.
fucking them, man, the Neymars, and then you got a tier B that might be, I don't know. We could say like a Leroy Sané maybe, and them, man, like that's a tier B.
If you're
technical ability.
Where are you putting Sancho and Felix and those kind of players? Because I would maybe.
I think they're a tier B players.
Tier B, I was gonna say, because you can't put them on Pogba's De Bruyne, and I mean,
they're not on the Pogba De Bruyne level. They're below that, innit?
Yeah.
But they could get to the tier A level in it with a bit more consistency. Mbappe's a tier below them, man. Even technically,
for tech,
like bro, like all round football, like literally, his pace takes him up into the tier B category. Some people are putting him in the tier A. Do you see what I'm saying?
I can't put him on. When you're talking about Messi's and all that, and it's stop. That's where we got to stop that.
Like, in terms of technical ability and stuff like that, he's in the same tier as fucking Rashford and them, man. Like, honestly, he is. Because I can't say that he's mad.
Shit, Rashford.
Bro, I can't see that. I cannot say with my whole chest that he's technically way better than Rashford, because he's not. He's just quicker than him. Legit, bro.
I need to start watching Mbappe more in the League Arden, because
bro, I swear that in terms of a technical level,
frustrates the shit out of me with the
bruv, he's mad frustrating. But Rashford's deficiencies are up here, blood. They're not with his feet, you know them, man. Because actually, he's got a decent touch, He's got a decent dribble on him, But the
good
thing
shooting
is,
tech as well.
And he's got very good shooting technique, but he doesn't know when to pass, when to dribble, when to shoot. That's his biggest problem. His decision making is what kills him, bro. But actually, on the ball, he's not any worse than Mbappe on the ball, bruv. Mbappe always looks like he's chasing his touch as well, bruv. He looks like he's chasing the ball, bruv. Everything looks hurried, blood. Nah, Bruno's not a tier B still. He's a tier C.
No. Don't be putting
He's
Bruno
a tier C, blood. Eden Hazard's a tier B player.
Tier B is Grealish and all them. Don't be dare putting him in. Nope.
100%, bro.
I won't stand for it.
Bruno's a tier C player, blood. Do you get me? Gnabry in the tier B, yeah. Bruno's not above a C tier, blood.
Yeah, nah.
Nah.
If you're talking about technical ability, no way is Bruno going in there. No chance.
100, no way, man. Bruno's in the tier C/D in terms of tech, blood.
Not doing it.
You know that.
Absolutely not doing it. That's where I put my foot down. I'm not doing it.
The man said too much. He's not technically better than Martial. You're right about that, but his finishing and skill level is a Mazzolini. His skill level's not high, bruv. Apart from the odd step over, what skill does Mbappe do other than kick it and run, bro? That's not a skill. That's not a skill. He kicks the ball and chases it,
I've seen him do some skills.
I've seen him do step overs, blood. That's it. Man are going on like he dribbles like Sancho. He does.
He's not make a couple man them and whatnot.
Bruv, a nutmeg, bruv. Like, bruv, you kick the ball through someone's legs, bruv. Like, it is what it is. There's different ways to nutmeg people. There's Neymar nutmegging people. And then there's the way that
I ain't seen him do a rainbow flick or anything, but that's
but bro, there's levels to nutmegs. If you see a man's legs open, you kick it through and run the other side. That's not the same as teasing man and opening his legs and like the way Suarez and Sancho and them and nutmeg man. Them nutmegs are different, innit? It's not, oh my god, the defender's standing there with his legs open, I'm gonna kick it through it and chase the ball, blood. That's not who cares about that, bruv? You know, like that. Like
Suarez was so good, people forgot he was racist. That's
bruv. You see what I'm saying? Thiago's definitely
you know when Thiago's
definitely a tier A.
And his work. And he's ripping up man and he's not making David Luiz and then putting in the top corner, curling it. You're thinking, raw, this player. And you forget he's racist, you know. Yeah, he's that good.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Tier A for sure. Even Suarez in terms of tech, bruv. In terms of technical ability, Eden Hazard's a tier A player, bro. In terms of technical ability, it's tier A, bro.
Suarez is too cold for social standards, man. I'm telling you, ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. So when you're looking at that, bro, someone that's seen an Eden Hazard, the way he manipulates the ball, the way he slows the game down and speeds it up like a Jack Grealish and these man, then you compare them to a fucking Mbappe that looks like he's always the ball's on a string and he's chasing it. It's not the same, bro. It's not even close to being the same, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them.
Someone said you should do a tier list video on tech.
I might do. Bro,
that would actually be hella entertaining, you know. You should. That would be mad entertaining. Because I know that you're gonna piss off people just
I'm gonna wipe the floor with some man. I'm doing it. 100%.
I know for a fact you're gonna annoy people with that list.
I'm doing it.
You're doing it, yeah? Yeah, because I know you're gonna annoy people with that list. I know you are. Because you're gonna go purely off tech. Nothing else. Like nothing else. And I already know.
You have to.
But you know when people do their list,
thrown in a bin, you know.
But when people do their list, they'll start to take into account like level of player, what they've done, trophies, and like
like biases will come in.
Yeah.
Start bringing in goals, blood.
Yeah, goals and
when they're losing arguments, blood.
Things like that will take place. But now it's like we're gonna see like Coutinho ahead of Bruno and shit, and it's gonna be mad.
but Coutinho's clear, bro. He's clear.
It's gonna be peak.
Like Coutinho's actually a footballer, bruv. You know what I'm saying? He's actually a footballer. You know, like that. So, nah, bro. Honestly, the tier list has to run still, bro. Because man don't care about your feelings, bro. The eye test don't lie when it comes to these kind of players. You get me? The eye test don't lie, innit? And that's why I say, bro, like I've never been an Mbappe fan, bro. I've never been an Mbappe fan ever, bro, because I think he's so massively underrated. I mean, overrated, like horribly overrated. Like it's a mad thing. Like when I see him, man, just see like honestly, yeah. If that Doku was French, he'll be getting the Mbappe gas, bro. I don't see no different. Bro. I just see a quick youth, blood.
No, come on, man. Mbappe's end product was lit at 18, man. Come on.
Yeah, but bruv, he says end product, bruv. When you've got so much pace, yeah, man are just doing up one-on-ones are us, blood. Like,
yeah, but you still got to finish, innit? You still got his finishing is cold. Come on,
bro.
Finishing was cold,
ain't man. That hard, bruv. I swear to
Trust,
God,
I've seen many a man F them up, bro. I've seen Werner and Morata F them up for days, especially Morata. Didn't know what to do with a 1v1.
Yeah,
there's a lot of strikers that couldn't do
Morata's actually a bum, though, blood. He's actually a bum, though. He's actually a bum.
There's a lot of players that can't do the
bum.
1v1 thing. They really
The
can't.
1v1 thing, bro. 1v1 Theo Walcott is elite, blood. And man are saying Walcott shit, blood. But bro, Walcott one-on-one.
You might have got to calm it down with the farmer talk, because I'm not gonna lie, we all want our players from France, for the French league, innit? So we gotta be careful with
Walcott, yeah. I swear to God, yeah. I swear to God, bruv. One-on-one, Theo Walcott was doing that mad things. You man are forgetting, you know. Man don't want to violate Walcott, but one-on-one, Walcott was one of the most ice-cold finishers in the Prem. He was. Bruv.
I'm trying to remember.
If you look at some of these Theo Walcott finishes, bro. Oh my days. I don't remember seeing Walcott miss one-on-ones. Walcott was dinking keepers, opening it up and doing the Henri bottom corner thing. They even gave him the number 14, bruv. Walcott was doing the most. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, bro. Like, man, I'm forgetting Walcott could finish, bro. Could finish, bro.
I can't remember.
Brother,
I think in terms of variety of finish, I think Mbappe had more variety in his finishing for me.
Listen, bruv.
I've seen Mbappe put in some proper finishes, like, you know, proper near post action, top corner stuff, Aguero stuff.
Kylian Mbappe has scored some very good goals. Do you know what I mean? But scoring good eye-catching goals and that in a little bit.
Finishing tech.
When you do it when you're young, yeah, but when you do it when you're young, man get gassed. But now you're not a baby no more. You know, like that.
Yeah, I mean, what was his season like for PSG? Did he have an off season? I can't remember with his.
Yeah, but you can't really call it an off season because he's playing in France.
Yeah, I admit he does need to make the move. I do need to see him in different environment now. Like that's why for me, I'm cool with him not signing a new contract. I need to see him in a different environment now. He's been in the French league since he came out the womb. You know what I mean?
I'm the biggest Neymar fan, yeah. And I'll tell you, one, Neymar's not a striker, and two, Neymar can't finish, blood. He can't finish, and he still scores goals, but he's not a finisher, bro. Like, Neymar's a scorer of good goals, but he's not a good goal scorer because he's a 10, innit? And that's just what it is. Okay, Mbappe's an actual striker, blood. So he's always going to outscore Neymar. But if I compare Mbappe's finishing to Haaland's finishing,
different situation.
Then all of a sudden, Mbappe ain't shit, blood. You know, like that. So
all his finish is dirty, mad. It's mad.
That's what I'm trying to say, blood. So as much as man can say, oh yeah, like Mbappe's a sick finisher and that, bruv. If Mbappe scored 42 goals, in all comps for PSG, Haaland scoring 60, blood. Because he'll score 40 in the league. You know, like that. Because the guy's a fucking joke. He's actually a joke of a finisher. So it's one of them ones where when man have to look at that, man have to look at the conversion rate and stuff like that. I think Haaland had like a 50% conversion rate or something like that, or better than 50. I think only Luis Suarez or something had a better conversion rate or something in Europe. What kind of bullshit is that? What kind of bullshit is that, bro? Like every other shot's going in the top corner.
Yeah, he's cold. It was cold.
Bro, the thing's different, innit?
Suarez was mad.
The thing's different, bro. And that's why I say, Mbappe, his marketing is different, innit? His marketing is fucking like
man's got billboards crazy. And whatnot, FIFA cover and everything.
Bro, the guy got FIFA cover off the back of a stinking Euros, bro. A stinking Euros. That was a career-defining stinking Euros. That's how
I think they should have put Ronaldo and Messi on it just for one time, just for old times. Just do it.
Just a heritage thing, innit, bro?
Yeah, just do a heritage thing. It would have been nice. It would have been nice. It would have been very nice. Yeah, I was a bit surprised to see Mbappe on the cover, but at the same time, not so surprised because I know he's going to be the favorite. I know they're gonna love him in headquarters. They are going to love him.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I know he's the next golden child.
Henri and that, bruv. Trust me.
You remember when the Ballon d'Or World 11 just be all La Liga players, like just all, not about 1 to 11, just La Liga. I know they're gonna love him in headquarters, 100%.
100%, bro. Man like Charlison, bro. I'm telling you, that's what he is, blood. Fucking Kylian Charlison, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Overrated, blood. Overrated.
Oh my god.
Trust me, done out here, bro.
Mad.
Done out here, bro. Dead baller still. You know what I'm saying?
So if he came to Man United, what would you be thinking?
But man got 2 Rashfords. That's what I'll be thinking. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'd even cool with the one. You know, like that. Man,
you wouldn't swap Martial for Mbappe?
No, I'm good, bro. I'm good, bro.
Swear, seriously.
Man don't need Mbappe at Man United. Mbappe and Rashford, bro. Man trying to make me smash up my house.
Rashford could just sit bench, innit?
Now, you know how frustrating that would be? Mbappe and Rashford, bro. It'd be like the Spider-Man meme, bruv. Is man all right? Two of the same player, bruv. Like Rashford with fucking earrings, blood. Nah.
Someone said Mbappe would out-Rashi Rashford. You would have swapped Mbappe for Martial?
Nah, bro. Them two together would be horrible. I can't lie. Rashford and Mbappe in the same team. What? Nah.
I'm just asking because I know like Rants is. I know he likes Martial, so I'm just interested to.
But it's not even a like Martial. Just for the balance of my mental health, I can't have Mbappe and Rashford in the same team, just running into fullbacks, bro. Like no way. Oh my god, I could never, bro.
Lord.
I could never.
Oh my days, man said mental health is going to be at risk if he's got both of them on the pitch.
Man couldn't put them.
But you know why I think Mbappe would be sick for your team? Because you've got Pogba spraying them balls like he does. Look how many times Pogba put it on a plate for Mbappe in that game. I can't remember what game it was. I think it might be in the game they got knocked out. Yeah, Switzerland. The amount of times Pogba put it on a plate for Mbappe.
And what did he do? Nothing, bro.
He missed it.
Overrunning the ball, trying to creep it, and it's gone out for a goal kick and that, bro. He stank the place up, bro.
It was bad game. It was a bad game.
And he had Pogba behind him then.
Like I'm talking Pogba put it on a plate. Like, here's your dinner. Like, everything's warm, correct temperature. You got your veg, your meat, your mash. Everything's ready to go. There, seasoned, and he just still like. Remember that pass he made from the right, and he just lovely caressed it along the ground, split the defense wide open. Mbappe on your stronger right foot, you just gotta just caress it in that far corner. Didn't want to have none of it, and another ball as well. I think outside the boot, in behind, again didn't want none of it. So,
well, this is what man's trying to say, bro.
But honestly, I feel like that was a one-off, innit? Because then you see against Barcelona. In the champs, he did a madness. Like he was on.
Yeah, but that Barcelona were there for the taking. With all due respect, they were there for the taking. That Barcelona is the worst Barcelona team I've ever witnessed in my life.
Yeah, and Barcelona are pretty shambles right now.
They were there. They were there for the taking,
they're bad.
Bro.
They're bad.
They were there for the taking, and they got it. Do you know what I mean? And it's just one of them ones where, literally, like Mbappe is on this Obafemi Martins thing right now, blood. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. I swear, dog. That's what he's on right now. You know what I'm saying?
I remember Obafemi Martins because I had him on Foot Manager. Man at 19 pace, I was like, yo, this is ridiculous. But he had that. You know when you go to manage Newcastle because you got Martins and Owen up front, but then you go there, they're both out for 9 months.
Bro,
it's long.
Bro, well, this is what I'm saying,
so
bro. So I have to keep it a buck, yeah? It's just like, I'm not really trying to have like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to have it, bruv. Man, like Bashford on the wings.
He could be the guy that gets Pogba to sign a new contract, though.
Nah, bruv. Bashford on the wings, blood. Allow it. Man, have gone from McFred to Bashford and that.
Yep.
Nah,
yeah. Maybe.
Nah, I couldn't.
Maybe Mbappe up top, Martial left, Sancho right, Pogba behind.
Nah, bro. Nah, we're good, innit? We don't need that. We don't need that.
You know what? You still don't want to hear it.
We don't need that mode of player, bro. I don't like him. I don't like him. I'm not gonna lie.
You don't even want him in your team, period. So you wouldn't, so like you wouldn't take like a Mo Salah or anything, like none of this. You wouldn't take none of these guys.
Salah, I think Salah's a scrub as well.
But you wouldn't take him in your team if you could swap him in.
No, I would take him. Do you know what I mean? But I think he's a scrub though, but he scores goals. You know, like that. Like, bro, he'll score more goals than Mbappe in the Prem. Like Salah, bro. Salah's
imagine like a front four of like.
Bro, Salah is just a goal scorer. Salah is like, having Lukaku on the right wing. You just know what you're going to get. It's not going to look good, but he's just going to put up numbers. But I think he's a scrub, bro. Like,
imagine a front four of like Rashford, Mbappe, Werner, and Salah. That's like your worst nightmare, isn't it? Like Werner on the left, innit? Salah on the right, and then Rashford. Well, Rashford on the left and Werner.
Lukaku up front, with Salah on the left and Werner on the right. Honestly, I'd be on suicide watch.
Yo,
bro, imagine if that was in my team, bro. I couldn't.
4-4-2, 4-4-2, bro.
I'm done out here. Just offsides, bro. offsides and bare man just holding their hands up, bro. Like, nah.
4-4-2, and then you got McFred to hold it down in midfield. Do you know what I mean?
Horrible, bro.
Rashford left wing, Salah right wing, Werner and Mbappe up front, McFred in midfield to hold it down.
Nah, bruv, it stinks.
Wan-Bissaka right back, left back. I don't know.
Nah, bro, it stinks, bro. You know, like that. It's like everything
I would love to build a team like that.
Nah, everything that I grew up loving about football, goes out the window when I see these man play.
I don't even want to do Fred like that. I'll take Fred out that team and put like Eric Dyer in there or something, and McTominay in there.
Bruno, blood, and then you got fucking right back. You got to have what's his name as well from Tottenham, blood.
Oh, Serge Aurier. Oh Lord,
Serge Aurier at right back. You know what I'm saying? And Salah at left and at right wing, fam. Oh my days. Aurier and Salah down that right hand side.
I would love to build a runners team. Just runners.
Oh my god, that is depression ball, blood. I'm telling you, blood. Oh my.
Zuma at centre back and like, yo, this will be good.
Zuma definitely has to play centre back in that team, blood. Zuma and the other Tottenham centre back as well, blood. Davinson Sanchez, blood. Oh my god, Kalam.
Bare runners on the
Kalam ballers, bruv. Oh my god, pace and power, bruv.
Left back, maybe.
Zero brain cells.
I don't know who go left back. Benjamin Mendy or something. I don't know.
Oh my god, bruv. Yeah, Mendy, if he can stay fit for it, you know them ones there. Might have to be Brandon Williams, bruv, because
Daniel James. How can we forget about Dan James? He's on the bench, man. He's on the bench. First sub on.
Bruv. Always, innit, bruv. Defensive winger, bruv.
Bellerin, shout. That's a shout.
Bruv, it's Kalam, bro. I'm telling you, that is a fucking horrible team. Serge Aurier and Mo Salah on the right hand side. Oh my days. First touch going out for throw-ins and that. Nah. It's dead.
It would be funny. It would be funny. I can't lie.
Bro. Man said COVID ball. You're not wrong, blood. Fuck
it would be funny to watch, man. I can't lie. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. So, like, honestly, guys, it's a mad thing, man. Like, but that's where football's going right now, isn't it? That's where football's going right now. These man, as long as these man keep putting up good numbers, man can't say nothing about them, innit? I said it. Like, Mbappe's gonna have a great career because of who he is, innit? But he's not for me, bruv. He's not for me. Like, when he retires, he ain't gonna go down as one of the greats. He can't, bruv. He can't.
He probably will, you know. Watch.
Nah, bruv, if they
this generation, they
that'll be in the same breath as Zinedine Zidane and them man there.
But that'll be all this generation's seen.
Problems, bruv.
You already have this generation mugging off Drogba and them like that because they ain't really seen it like that. So watch 10, 20 years time when they ain't even seen the players you're talking about. And they've seen Mbappe in 4K. He's going to be up there.
Yeah, 100%. One of them ones. Now it gets like that. You know what I'm saying? But big up everyone inside. 1.5 in the building. Make sure you smash the like. Make sure you follow Matisse's channel, bruv. What you got coming up, bro, for the weekend?
Well, I've got obviously London Clubs Carnage is on again with the boys. Arsenal, Chelsea watch along. I watched the friendly there as well. Throw up a video as well, some transfer talk as well. So yeah, we got a few things coming up. So it's a busy weekend. So yeah, definitely come check it out. And then roundabout on Monday. So yeah, we got a busy weekend ahead of us. All the transfers seem to be flying in.
Love that. And you guys make sure you follow me on Twitch if you haven't already. What's the day? Today is what? What are we in, July?
Friday, isn't it? We're in is it not the 1st of August now, isn't it? No,
the
30th of July. 30th of July.
1st of August is on Sunday. So yeah, guys, make sure you go into make sure you go into the description. Make sure you follow the Twitch if you haven't already, guys.
That's when you start, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
that's it. That's it, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? Off. You got a video coming this weekend. The announcement is pending. Do you know what I'm saying?
And that's no streams on here, innit? No streams on YouTube, innit?
Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like it.
You're a partner now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't be playing with the rivals, bro. It's like you can't have a half and half scarf.
It looks like it, people. Not gonna lie. Do you know what I'm saying? Man's just waiting for the papers like Usher. You get me?
Yeah. I seen the contract. I was like,
sign them papers, blood. You get me? So, people, big up everyone inside. Make sure you follow the Twitch, guys. Do you know what I mean? It's super important that you do that. You know what I'm saying? Because literally, yeah, the season's about to be a mad thing. Big up everyone inside, and I'm gonna catch you, man. Right, 3 o'clock with Lee Gunner, people.